But before I introduce my guest, let me play his highlight. From his last fight. So you heard that, right? You heard what the announcer said. 17 fights, 17 wins, 17 KOs. Let me introduce one of the baddest
Oh,
junior welterweights in the game from Capitol Heights, Maryland,
yeah,
Gary Antuanne Russell. What's up, my
yeah.
man? And welcome back to the urban sports scene.
Hey, how you
Hey,
feeling, man? Thanks for having me. You see me,
man,
I'm over here trying to
I see you,
show
bro.
the yeah, I'm over here like,
I
yeah,
see you.
place. I
I
ain't
see
you
you.
gonna pop up, but you popped up on me. It's all right. I'm good. Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all good. So, your last fight was against, man. First off, man, how you doing, bro? And how's everything going? How's life?
Man, I'm pulling through strong. It's always gonna be some trial and error here and there. Some
Mm,
obstacles in the road, but that's part of life. Life gonna keep on life, and
true,
I tell you that.
true. No
But
lies.
we pulling through strong. All of us, me and my brothers.
I love it, man. I love it. Always prayers up to y'all, man. Y'all some dope people. So for your last fight was against Kent Cruz. You played the clip at MGM up at Oxon Hill, where you got him out of. As we saw, you got him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what have you been up since that fight? What you been up to since the fight?
Training, real
Mhm.
estate,
Okay.
family things, trying to just build more personality within
Got
myself, because like I said, adversity is something that's something that everybody need.
yeah.
Change is the only thing that's constant in life. So all of these things is just coming my way. I gotta have a sense of adversity, and
Hmm.
I'm just dealing with it, building character, basically, but definitely staying focused because you heard the transition from a lot of these boxing streams going over to Amazon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how things really going to
I
materialize,
got
but
you.
I
Got you.
know this sport alone is an all year round sport. So
Yeah.
it's like stay ready so you won't have to get ready. That's when the training come into play. I'm always training, always ready, so I won't have to get ready. But outside of boxing, life outside of boxing, you got the real estate. So I'm trying to deal with the real estate, trying to buy some condos and stuff like that,
Oh, stop.
get some
Okay.
tenants in there,
Okay.
and etc.
Okay.
So I can have some residual income.
No, I
That's
love it.
pretty much that.
No, that's cool. Like one of my boys who played in the league, he did the same thing. So it's a good look, bro, to do
It's
that. So
smart. It's
it's real
smart.
smart, bro. Real smart, for real. So like we spoke after the fight against Cruz, and you told us that you wanted to see Regis Progress. Progress recently was defeated by Devin Haney. Do you still
Man,
do you still want to see Progress, or do you have a bigger target in your mind in terms of your next fight, the next person you want to see?
me personally, I wouldn't want to see him.
Got you.
But for the sport of boxing, for the sport itself, it's like he's a action packed fighter,
Hmm.
And I believe that if he was to get in there with the right opponent, it'd be more exciting than it would be
Mm,
versus him and Devin Haney. Because
got you.
Devin Haney, he did the smart thing. He he
Hmm.
he was victorious. He won victoriously, clean. He kept his distance, but you saw that he wasn't trying to take any risks.
Of course not. Yeah.
He was just trying to play it extremely safe to the point the fight was just boring.
Hmm.
you know and that's one of my main arguments lately. That's been one of my main arguments. Like, come on, you got guys that's been doing this for a long time, where it's an honor for the sport. I mean, of course, the Marcus Queensberry of the sport is to hit and not get hit, but
Hmm.
when you say that you're on a different level, you should be able to have all of the attributes versus just being a stick and move type of boxer, like a fighter.
Hmm.
You should have everything. That you're supposed to be a well-rounded package. You should be a puncher boxer. You should
Hmm.
be able to brawl. You should be able to think, be a technician. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have all of these attributes versus just you being one-dimensional. I never seen Devin Haney just like lock his hands and catch fire in between, or just be like a puncher boxer, just timing them and
Hmm.
getting the guy's attention, or wobbling the guy, or putting them out by any chance. Mainly all his fights been touch, catch, touch, run, move,
Hmm.
touch, move. Try to mimic Floyd Mayweather.
Hmm.
But you got UFC fighters, you got YouTubers coming over to boxing, trying to
Hmm.
be the main attraction. Like, that's kind of like disrespectful to me.
Facts. Facts. You talk
Yeah.
about that though. Talk about that though, real quick. I'm annoyed by that. Like UFC dudes and like or social media personalities trying to be like boxers. Like, you talk about that real quick before we jump into the next topic, but because that annoys me.
First of all, I think what cracked the door open was the Jake Paul brothers.
Yep.
They were the ones that started the whole YouTubers coming over to boxing.
Yep.
And they got in there with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
One of the million type shot. They seized the moment and made it a thing. You know, and now you got UFC fighters coming over and they making fight deals. Like, they making money.
Yeah.
Honestly, they've been making more money off of one fight than most people made in any of their fights.
Yeah.
And it's all due to the publicity and the excitement of it. I mean, that's what makes the fight a fight. People come and pay for pay-per-view for the excitement. They don't come to pay for pay-per-view just so they can say, oh, I just want to see you gonna win.
You win, yeah.
Because, I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. No. This is a brutal sport, an exciting sport. It's all year round. It's just showing character in a person. It's showing skills. It's showing brutalities and so forth and so forth. That, I think, is now getting watered down.
Yeah.
Because people is just like pacifying their record. They don't want to blemish their record. So they cherry picking who they fight. They like, I don't want to fight him because it's high risk. It's not even a high risk, low reward type of thing. It's a high risk.
High risk.
Fight him. Right. I don't want to fight him because I don't want to look a certain way. Or I don't want to lose my victorious type of record. That's what you're in it for. The best fight the best.
That's what I wish. I wish it'd be back to that. Like, so that's what annoyed me, because even like, so the Fury fight, he fought was in Dakwe or something. He fought in Daku.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, 'cause I don't watch UFC like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't watch UFC like that. So when he fought him, I was like, then it's like, okay, he knocked him down. Now this is going glorified even more. Right. To a point where now other folks are going to do it even more. To a point where now we're not talking about the real boxers in the game getting
exactly.
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
And that's what irritates me about it, because you got people that's been doing this their whole lives just to get to the pinnacle and be like a world champion.
Yeah.
And now you got people that don't even really value world champions.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Come on, you losing the respect for the whole titles.
Yeah. No, I'm with
What's
you
the
on
point
that.
of having a title now?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, because that's like I love Floyd, because I think Floyd's like one of the best who ever did it. But to your point, by fighting a Paul or whatever, like now you have the opportunity to put their toes in the door and be like, yeah, I'm validated. Like, nah, it ain't supposed to be like that. Like, there are guys in this game that would want that opportunity tenfold to get in the ring with you. You know what I'm saying? Win, loss, or whatever, bro. Like, they want that opportunity. Like, and that's lies with that.
That's why I take my head off to Regis at, because even though he lost, he took that loss to the chin. He had to wear that, you know, like a man, and I can respect that. He said, man, look, he was the best man today. I didn't come be victorious. I got to go back to the drawing board. Don't worry about me losing. That was just a minor setback. I will be back. Sportsmanship, which is cool. I mean, even I'm gonna touch on that real quick, short, so we can get back on this topic. Regis Prograis, he didn't do everything he needs to do. He could have closed the gap, cut the ring off some more, and everything, but he wasn't willing to take that risk. I don't know if it was the stage, or he lost too many rounds on points, so he wanted to be safe and not try to just get reckless. I don't know, but the tenacity got to be there. That's what I mean. A person got to be able to possess all of these attributes. You got to be not reckless, but you got to be able to embody the controlled, chaotic environment. You know what I mean? You got to have some fuck you. You like, man, like, fuck you.
Yeah, for real, facts.
Whatever you bring in, I'm about to lock these hands and come at you. I'm gonna do it calculatively, though. Yeah, I'm not just gonna rush in and just you know what I mean? Nah, I mean that doesn't define a professional. You know, it's still ways. It's a saying. It's many ways to skin a cat.
Facts.
You got to be able to skin a cat multiple ways in this sport, and that's just what it is, you know. But back to what we was talking about. You got these fighters like Floyd. He box and stick the move, but he was more fluent. He was more
Yeah.
fluent with how he moves. His stuff was still exciting to the point. I want to see Floyd fight this dude.
Yeah.
I want to see
Facts.
Floyd fight this dude.
Facts.
Cotto,
yeah. Canelo, yes. All of them.
Mosley.
Yes, all of them.
Cotto, like Cotto, he was willing to lay it all in the ring for that fight. That matchup was crazy. Shane Mosley hurt him. Floyd came back and man unleashed an ass whooping on that man.
Yeah.
Canelo,
he
was
Oscar.
a heavy hitting puncher, both hands.
Yeah.
Floyd outthought him. Put him in a blender, let's stick and move. Pop, pop, pop. I'm about to make you run into this left hand. Pow, move. Yeah. You know, it made it look good. It was still intense and exciting.
Yes.
You got people because he was willing to make those risks. You take those risks.
Yeah.
Like these guys now, they're not taking no risks. But that goes to show you that's why Floyd got the credentials that he got, because he took risks and he's more of a well-rounded, all-around professional than other guys. You got a lot of these guys as professional, but we call them you're a professional amateur.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, I get you. I know exactly where you're coming from when you say that. I get it. I totally get it. Your amateur back. Yeah, your amateur style. I get exactly what you're talking about.
You can't switch it up.
Yeah. I definitely got what you're talking about.
There's been times Floyd switched it up. He lock his hands, stay right there, poop, 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 put brick to the body, poop, 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 get off me, you know. And Floyd was never known to be no hard, one punch, one knockout type of fighter. But his heart, his intelligence, all of that was working in syncly to the point he was able to put a solution together and make some changes. And become victorious still. You got a lot of these fighters ain't doing it. I mean, that's why they imitate him a lot, because it's the greatness there. But y'all not doing it like him.
Nah, they not. That's the thing that gets me. It's like everybody wants to. Well, a lot of folks, and I'm not gonna say everybody. A lot of folks want to be Floyd, but they don't do it like Floyd. You know what I mean? Like, to your point. So it's wild. So I'm going back to, speaking of Devin Haney. We're talking about him basically. I've been like clamoring. I ain't gonna lie. I've been clamoring for like Devin Haney. I've been adding them on social media saying I want to see Devin Haney versus Antuanne. I ain't gonna lie. I said it. My boy Ray, you know this. I've been saying it. Like I've been saying it. Like I want that fight. Like I want to see Devin Haney step up and fight you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your body of work, the work you've been doing right now, and like where you're at, it's time for that type of fight to give you that opportunity. And I feel like he can. That's a fight. He's at 140, so it's not. He just got to 140, so it ain't like there's people out there. Like you can go ahead and you can do this. You know what I'm saying? If you about that smoke, you know what I mean. So, do you agree? Like, is that a fight that you would want ASAP?
If they was to give it to me, I'd take it. Okay, cool. I'd take it. My whole game plan since I even started, because I've been in the 140 division my whole career recently, but I was more so on a mindset of, all right, let me clean up my whole division. Whoever got the titles, let me take all these titles, then I'm gonna either move up to 47 or even move down. Fight at a catch weight at 47 or something like that. Be undisputed, pound for pound. Stuff like that. But first, let me get my division cleared out. So I was going after Josh Taylor for Teofimo Lopez, lost the titles. Teofimo Lopez lost the titles. Now Regis Prograis got the WBC. Regis Prograis, he lost the title now. Devin Haney got the WBC. So it was really just like whoever's in my way is a victim. It was never me having like a hit list or anything like that. Yeah, it was never no hit list. It was just all love for the sport. And if you're in my way on my journey up to success, trying to get these titles, then just so be it. You was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
You're a victim. Yeah, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. Do you feel like, because I feel like that fight, I feel like that fight, it's now, since he's at 140, it's a fight that could be made. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like,
he talking about moving though. He talking about moving up.
Yeah, and I try to move another one. So I'm like, and I feel
I honestly, personally, I can't get mad at him because, like I said, it's still a career thing. You want to live, you want to have a longevity type of career, and you want to come out unscathed. You don't want to be able to not spill your name when you lead a sport
Yeah.
and a major mark in the sport. Cool, that's fine. You can structure your career how you best see fit. Everybody else is just an opinion, for real.
Yeah.
But it'll be a good service of you to stay at the 140 and give these fans what they want. They want to see you go against some Gary Antuanne Russell. They want to see you go against Teofimo Lopez or something like that. I can care less. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Regis Prograde. I've been calling out
Matias. I'm about to say Matias. I thought about to say, yeah. I like to see that fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like to see
right.
I like to see that fight.
A lot of people scared to call him out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't y'all call him out? It would be smart for business for one.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to be real, it's called show business for a reason.
Yeah.
There's a show side, which is the performance, and then there's the business side.
Facts.
You know, so it's like you got to understand the business to really pick the fights the right way.
Yeah.
And he's not no high risk, low reward type of opponent.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why aren't these people calling them out? Probably because they just don't want to blemish their record. It's about the record, but honestly, my integrity lays within honoring the sport, honoring the art. You know what I mean? So it's like some things don't make sense, and I understand why people wouldn't move a certain way. You know what I mean? But when you got a guy that's a title holder, what doesn't make sense about that? Do you want that title or not?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you want that money or not?
I'm just like, you got the belt. Like, be the fighting champion. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got the belt.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got this belt for a reason. Like, all right, regardless of what everybody thinks, I'm not even gonna get into like the Devin Haney, whoever stuff. But like, you moved up. Like, now you in this division where there are bodies out here to put in work, like to really truly build your. If you're about building your brand, you in the division to build your brand. You in the division right now. You in 140. This is an opportunity to build your brand. You got dudes out here like yourself, like you mentioned, Teofimo Lopez, even Ryan Garcia, who's trying to build his name.
I left him out.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Mateus. Like you have Mateus. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many. I'm sure Lopez, Josh Taylor out there. Like there's so many dudes in this class that got a brand where you can build your brand off of that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's wild. Like to your point, everybody wants to be. And I'm gonna say this: everybody wants to be Mayweather. But look at the genesis. If you really want to be real, look at the genesis of Mayweather before he came Money Mayweather. Like. He went up and fought these dudes. Like he went up and fought Oscar. He went up and he fought Cotto. He fought Jab Judah. He was fighting all of these dudes that before he became Money Mayweather. Like he fought all these dudes.
Exactly. So, that's when he was pretty bull.
Like like he was fighting the challenges. He was fighting challenges when people didn't think he could fight whoever. Like he couldn't beat some of these dudes. Folks thought he could lose to Gotti, and he punished Gotti.
Put him in a corner. It's talking about Gotti first.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, like,
what's his name? Corrales.
Yeah. Like,
God.
Like before he became the image where everybody says, "Oh, we gotta protect the O." Like he was putting his O on the line. Why? Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. His O was like there were 50-50, quote unquote, where folks deemed 50-50 fights. And he came out victorious. He came out victorious.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you could say like you protect the O, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same.
It ain't. I'm glad you spoke on that because that's exactly where I'm coming from. That's the main perspective that I'm coming from. Like, y'all not Floyd.
Yeah,
it's good that y'all see greatness in front of y'all. And y'all got that resource that's just right there at y'all convenience to the point y'all can just like, man, learn from it for free. Take advantage, but do not try to say that you're him. Like, come on, man. You done it younger. You done things that he did. Cool, that's good, but you are not him.
Yeah,
you are not him. Yeah. He did things that's far more greater.
Yeah,
and I take my head off to him too.
You know what I'm saying? Because that dude was competing at the highest level. He was going after individuals. It wasn't like he wasn't maneuvering a fight to fight somebody he knew he can beat. I don't know how that makes any sense. Like I felt like some people are maneuvering to fight a fighter that they know they have the skill
No,
set
they
to
can
kind of
be
beat.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rather than, all right, this fight can damage my O, so let me just and it's 50-50. I know I can handle this dude. I know I can. You know what I'm saying? Rather than the unknown. That's why I like, for instance, regardless of how the fight panned out, I respect Bud and Earl. Like I respect Bud and Earl.
Right. That was a great ass turnout too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I
That was a
respect
great
it.
ass turnout.
Yeah, it's great turnout, right? But I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, because they didn't care about the O. Like they knew they can make each. They felt with it, regardless of the outcome, they felt like they can make each other great. I like that. That's what it is. What you talking about? That's the purity of boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I like young dudes like yourself and the Shakur Stevenson. I like what he stands for, what he trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I like folks like y'all that are y'all don't care. Like y'all about getting it. Y'all about showing competition at the highest level, regardless. If you the best, I want to fight you.
Right. Show me that you're the best.
You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Show me that you're the best. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, man. So in terms, if it's not, would you fight a Josh Taylor? Would you do a Josh Taylor, or are you like, nah, that's not even in your because
he don't have nothing I want.
Yes, I'm saying. Like, I feel you. That's what I'm saying.
I want.
Yeah.
Let's say he didn't had the IBF.
Yeah.
Or the WBA. Something. Like, come on, what are you now? A tune-up fight?
True. Know what? Facts. That's the
truth. A tune-up fight?
That's true. That's true.
Cool. If they want to just throw me a bone and at the same time have some connections on the England side and play both sides of the fence type of thing. And you got the credentials to you right there. You could be a potential tune-up or a journeyman type of guy, a gatekeeper type of thing. Cool. Let's eat them up. Let's go ahead and put them on a platter. But I guarantee you, after this fight, I need one of these titles.
That's what we waiting on, man. Me and Ray talk about this all the time.
Titles. Like, come on, like really, realistically, my record shows that I need a title fight.
Yes. 17 wins and 17 knockouts, bro. I mean, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? It speaks for dude. Did Kent Cruz was undefeated right before he fought you?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about that time. Like
not anymore.
Not anymore. So it's about that time. I feel like that's where it is. Like you should be getting a title fight. Like that's what it is.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I go high. Like you're supposed to aim high. That's what it is. Like you aim high. Like I feel like all right, everybody talk about. That's why I'm going back to Devin. Everybody talk about like Devin. He's at 140. Like he's the one they're talking about right now at the present time. Come on, man. Come on. Like there's no need to move up. They ain't no need to move up. You know what I'm saying? Like this is where it's at. It's where it's at. Really, truth be told, it's where it's at for you too. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's where it's at for you. Going up ain't going to do but so much. This is where it's at for you. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to bring the true essence of this sport back to its feet, man. I do, and it's not just like, oh, I'm just trying to bulldoze with everybody. No, like I can bulldoze you over. I can be a smart, intelligent. I can sit back, pick my shots. I can be a boxer like Floyd if I choose to. But these are things within your arsenal that you're supposed to possess. Doesn't mean that you got to broadcast all of it. You don't got to take everything out for every job. You just, man, you putting a screw in the ceiling for your light bulb, and you're gonna take out a chainsaw. For what? for what? As we know, you know how to cut down trees. You know you can be a lumberjack. Like, come on, man. You don't need that. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver, okay? Or a flathead. A flathead. Like, come on, like you don't gotta do all this stuff. So a lot of times when people look at me, they're just like, "Oh man, he's just an aggressive fighter. He just come forward." No, that's all y'all see because I never really had to bring anything else out due to the opponents that I had in front of me. We had a game plan. If things change, because you gotta realize a lot of people they can watch footage on me too.
Yeah.
They can watch tapes and practice and try to go through simulations preparing for me. But let's say I'm not gonna fight the same this time. What I'm gonna do the day of the fight is I'm gonna change my style.
Yeah.
Then what? How versatile are you at that point? You was expecting me to just walk in and just be rock'em sock'em with Beyond, you know.
But you don't. But if anybody who watch you know that you don't really like you're not one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Like even like amateur wise, you're not one dimensional though. Like you know what I'm saying? You're not like you're like you do what you need to do. You get them. What I do like about you don't waste time. You get them out there when you see blood. That's what I do. I like that you're closer. But even when you fought post all, like I felt like you thought that out. That wasn't something that you were just going in there. You thought that out. Like you thought when you got that knockdown. Like you thought that out.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like you weren't brawling in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was a game of intelligence. It was definitely you got to be a defensive discipline. You got to be disciplined offensively as well because this guy he's trying to time you. He got long arms. He's not no slouch. He was an ex-champion and etc. So don't sleep on him. And he got the punch and pop to get your attention.
Bud didn't get him out of there. So Bud didn't get him out of there.
Exactly.
Just saying. Just saying.
Come on, it's there. I mean, the pudding tells it all, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The pudding tells it all, right? Like, come on, man. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but let's be real about this. You know, so as of now, I want to say opening next year, come next year. Who knows how this is going to go due to all of the changes that's been made. You know what I mean, as far as the networks and stuff like that. But if I had to say, I'd say first quarter, probably the end of first quarter, beginning of first quarter, something like that. But I would definitely be ready.
So what's your goal for what's your goal for 2024 in terms of boxing? What are your goals?
My goals personally is to continue to be victorious. I want to bring this sport back on the map for the right reason, not no cherry picker fights. I want to bring the entertainment. I really want to bring the entertainment back. Of course, I gotta honor my father, God rest his soul, that he.
Are you there? Did I lose him? You there? I got you. You're mute. Yeah. Hold on. You got muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, go ahead. I can hear you.
Good. It's like, I feel like a cell phone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, hear me now?
Good. Nah, but my father, he put his all into us. You know, he spilled a lot of jewels and gems and lessons into us, and I don't want that to go in vain. So I definitely got to do this for him and honor that. You know, it's a lot that goes into that. That could be a whole nother conversation, to be honest. But
actually, it's a segue. It's a segue that I do want to talk about him. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, now I do want to do it for him, do it for the family, of course. My Asiatic people, my melanated people. You already know how that goes. I do it for the culture. I just want to honor the sport as well, the art in it. Because us as melanated people, we always been the ones that's been changing the games, trendsetters and stuff like that. It don't matter, like you got black tennis players, Venus and so. It don't matter what sport it is.
We in there.
Let a melanated person be in it. We're gonna transform it to something that's just ultimately exciting.
Facts.
I want to be one of those ones that have that type of influential push in this sport. Right now, it's starting to decline a little bit. You got all these old fighters are starting to branch off and fall off, almost like seasons. Some season the leaves fall off and new ones grow on. We the new leaves, you know what I mean? It's a new season, it's a new era. And we got to keep that trend going. We got to keep that thing rocking and rolling. It's our job, it's our duty almost to do that. But we got to have the courage to do it too.
True.
I respect everybody that participates in the sport because this sport ain't for everybody. It's this saying that we used to say in the gym. It was a joke, but it's so real. We used to say, you can play basketball, you can play tennis, You can play soccer, but you can't play boxing.
You can't. You ain't lying about that.
You can't play this, man.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
You
You ain't
cannot
lying.
play this. So
I ain't playing boxing myself. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a basketball player. I don't play boxing.
Nah, you can't play this, man. You'll forget how to tie your shoes, spell your name, how to even feed your damn self if it gets too serious and critical. So, you know, I honor people who participate in it. You know, I respect them. The fact that we share the same battlefield and stuff like that, I can honor that, you know, because they know what they're getting into. And that just shows character and shows courage in them, you know. So that's something that I like to keep going as well, inspire that into people to do, like just have that feeling, feeling about yourself. Because when you hop in that ring, your coach is backup support, but for real, it's you. The athlete that's in that square, it's all up to you. It's mano a mano. It's me versus you. Right. The best win.
Yeah, it's the real one-on-one. That's about boxing.
Right, it's the real one-on-one. I don't give how big you are, how strong you think you are. This sport gonna show you where your ass at.
True, facts. So you did speak of your father, man. He's the architect of the team, Gary Russell. He's rested, like you mentioned, he rested in paradise, man. So can you tell our listeners how important it is to you and your family, but also to the community, because he did a lot for the community too as well.
Oh man, yeah, I realize the community, they always been our supporter, our number one supporters. You know, we had times when we just gave back to the community. We did a pop-up shop. Basically, we did this drive, Capitol Heights Day. We cut off the street and we told all of the venues, right?
Yeah, I remember
all of the personal venues to come up and bring their pop-up shops, black-owned companies and stuff like that. So we can give y'all advertisement. Then we put it online, mass market it, and they got their their business showcase it on multiple networks and social media streams, so they can have more inventory or more business clientele. I mean, and at the end of that, we gave a sermon on who we are as the culture, who we are as a being. Just our makeup is just different from every other ethnicity that's out here, you know. And we gotta remind ourselves that we are royal. We do come from a different background, but our background, by being different, doesn't mean that it depreciates. It doesn't mean that we devalued. If you truly understand your lineage, your history, it shows that like you are like the creator. The essence of you is something far more greater than what all these other people can truly possess. That doesn't mean devalue all these other races because they're not you, but it means be a leader, show leadership, give homage to the people who done it before you. Live in that light, walk these footsteps that's basically going to allow you to be righteous. Because people out here now, they're just doing any and everything. It can be the bad stuff. It doesn't matter. If you got a code that you live by, then it's A-OK. At least even a code, when it comes down to just a code that you live by, that's something of a systematic understanding that was ushered in or brought about due to having a certain level of togetherness. And even that certain level of togetherness came from or germinated from us. So much things that we've done, we had to be together about how we did it. You know, so the creativity, the creations from events and inventions and stuff like that, due to current time all the way up to now, it's like you got things that's being created and being a trend naturally, because that's just in our veins for us to be that way, just to be great naturally. You know what I mean? And they don't even understand where it comes from, because there's a lot of distractions out here. But we threw a sermon like that at the end of the day, did some myths and stuff like that, and showed them what we do. We are boxers. We're going to the Olympics during the time I was going to the Olympics.
Yeah, dope.
Stuff like that. And we just gave them some CDs. And the CDs was Hidden Colors. I don't know if you were familiarized with Hidden Colors.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, Hidden Colors, part 1 and 2. And that basically touch on the roots us melanated people,
Mm.
the roots of how things was and how things came to be now today.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King said it best. He said, "We are entering a new type of slavery, a slavery covered up in the niceties and complexities."
Mm.
I don't think a lot of people caught that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but even during those time frames, we was always standing on our integrity. We was always standing on our history. We was always standing on our lineage and who we were as a people. We understood who we was back then, but I think it's starting to get watered down now.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the type of things that interest me, to be honest. I kind of like got away from it because I feel like some things just fall on deaf ears. Not everybody
No,
is
I
just
feel you. No, you're right about
here
that.
for that. So
Mm-hmm.
now we got to find a new way to kind of like get through to people,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. It's all right. But like I said, you got to have a sense of adversity, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. Like that's how you started it. So Ray, who's my co-host, who's not here, he had a comment. He said, "Did you catch the Showtime tribute that featured your fam?"
I honestly I probably missed it because
Okay.
they did show one before I fought Kent Cruz
They
against
did
some of
though.
my fight.
They did.
Man,
They
it
did.
messed me up. I said, what the hell? They want me. They want me to go in this motherfucker and wipe the tears and stuff. What they doing, man? Threw me off. I said, man, turn this off. But at the same time, I was so intrigued because I got to see his face,
Mm-hmm.
his voice, see his smile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
You know,
I
it
get it.
took me there.
Nah, I
It
get it.
weakened me, but at the same time, it had me pumped up. It had me stoked. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I get it, man. I get that sometimes. Like I lost my dad like in 2018. So
Man, I
sometimes when
give my
I
condolences.
appreciate you, man. Like sometimes I'm the same way. I'll be in a certain mood and then like, damn, don't talk about it. Like I'm in this mood. Like I need to be in this mood. But when you talk about it a certain way, if I see a picture, then it's like it brings me back to a certain thing. So
I know. It
yeah,
just
I
do
know
something
with
to
you. It
you.
do something to me. No,
It
I
just
get
do
it.
something to you,
I get it.
man.
No, it do. Like, and especially I can't imagine getting ready for a fight.
And
I
it's
couldn't
still
imagine that. Then I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine.
real fresh too. Like
Yeah.
and honestly, even in that fight, if you look at the fight, the beginning of the fight, I look back at the corner and I pointed where he would be sitting at
Oh
normally.
man, that's dope, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, Pops, I'll keep it over here.
Yeah, that's
Type
dope.
stuff. I'm gonna enjoy this energy from you, man. The universe sending me your energy. I'm gonna embrace it. You know what I mean? Transform it and do what I gotta do. Represent us.
Yeah, well, you all are representing. That's the fact. No, it's all facts. Nothing about that. You all are definitely representing. Hey, Antoine, man, thanks for being on, my man. Appreciate you, man. So, Anthony, you want to share before I let you go, man? Because you gave me a lot of time. I think you'll give me this much time. So I feel the love, man. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I feel the love.
Man, I'm out here, no shirt, showing the rock over here. Look. I'm about to give you all that.
Hey, yo, man, go.
That thing say, if Fashion Nova need a new model, stop playing. You know what I mean? That thing say, here you go, boss. Y'all need to try on some of y'all turtlenecks and stuff like that and pose. Get you in one of these.
Oh,
man, all I can say is, man, make sure whoever y'all come encounter with, make sure y'all uplift them, because the energy you put out is the energy you get in. That whole saying, you reap what you sow, that's not no biblical term. That's a scientific term, and it's real. You feel me? Don't strive away from that. Always try to uplift others, because it's needed out here. Because one day you never know when somebody gonna have to uplift you. So be there and follow me. Follow my journey. Follow me and my family journey, man. We're gonna do some amazing things.
No, definitely. 2024 is gonna be y'all year. I'm already claiming that for y'all, man. It's gonna be y'all
Oh
year.
yeah.
All right,
Appreciate that, champ.
Definitely, man. Hey, and Antoine, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Really do.
Oh man, you're welcome. You're welcome. I thank you for having me, King.
All right, man. Have a blessing. All right.
Appreciate it. Peace.
Peace, man.